Hello and welcome back to Basic Brush. This is another one of our box to bench unboxings. This time, once again, continuing our series of A Call to Arms, the Elder Scrolls desktop game from Modiphius. This video we have the Stormcloak Chieftains resin expansion, part of Wave 1, and it comes with 5 resin figures and 5 resin scenic bases. So you can see it's still in the box. It's quite a light box. If it's anything like the Legion version, it'll probably be 5 individual guys and their bases in a bubble wrap baggie. You can see the contents in the back. Contains the main man himself, Ulfric, his lieutenant, Galmar, Hemsker from Windhelm, and then just 2 generic Stormcloak Quartermaster and a Stormcloak General. So let's get into it and see what it's like. Shrink is still on it, so I do see if I was seeing this exactly as you see it. None of those pre-scripted reactions or any of that garbage. I also have a skeleton from one of the Delve box unboxing just for skill. Let's see how it pairs up. Like I said, I've been really getting into this game. Once again, no cards with it, so it is just the resin minis. Picked these up for £22. The RRP is normally around 30, but you take a look on, once again, Pure Games websites, you'll normally get them for a bit cheaper. So, as I expected, just the wee bubble wrap baggie, and then individual sprues with the parts on it. Here are 5 bases, 32mm bases. You don't want to use these, you can get plastic 32mm blanks. Some nice engraving on them. Windhelm, I believe that's from the Windhelm Palace of the Kings area. Not too fussed on that. I know it's meant to be a map, but it just doesn't quite look right. Suppose actually it would give you a bit of free handing work or options. Just a very plain base here. It's probably my favourite way to do it. That's quite a nice base. Somebody's had their skull smashed in with what should probably be an arrow, but it looks more like a bullet hole. And then another Windhelm base. We'll see where that one goes, or who that joins for. So let's get into the main, and we'll start with perhaps the most annoying of the characters in the game, the one you bump into earlier. Hemsker, the Priest of Talos. I will be using this guy in an RPG. I've modified a few of them. He is quite big, in the 32mm scale compared to most, but doesn't really matter. There's not many in the 29 to 32 scale. And this is the first of the Modiphius ones I have ever had an issue with. So I'm hoping that's not a sign of things to come. You can see just down in here, although it hasn't overly affected it, it will need a bit of green stuffing. There's a bit of a void or an air bubble from the resin. Other than that, it's minimal flashing a bit, but it's nothing that can't be dealt with. Nice detail on the dagger. Stitching, I'm always impressed with the stitching because it always is quite handy. Ball joints for the arms, and then I suppose that could be crisp detail on the face. It does look like these are from different casting sessions, so there's a bit of variation in the resin colour. See if I can get to focus. He's not wanting to stay in. Let's try another one just for. I really need to get this sorted out. But so if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. And Ulfric himself, his axe. Once again, a nice cast. You can see the markings on his breastplate and the latches for his cloak. Let's get a bit of clean up here. Nice and crisp details on the back. A couple of wolves on the back of his cloak as well, and on that lovely chainmail. You can see the nice detailing on the axe. So yeah, let's go back to him and see if we can get this guy. So this is he is our Stormcloak General. Why is this not focusing? Not that I'm complaining normally, but it does not want to focus on this guy. You're just going to have to take my word for it in this one. I'll have to get out a bit closer and see if I can get it in. So from what you can hopefully see, nice detailed expression on his face. All the tabards and the detailing on his clothing is once again exquisite. What appears to be a wolf on his, or maybe even a bear on his parts, and an individual sword arm that goes into a nice slot there. So no real guesswork. Hang on, there's another bubble. Where's that maybe? No, that's for the sword, so you can help line it up. So yeah, once again, a nice sculpt, a nice clean cast. So really only one of the three I've had an issue with. One of the 19 minis from Modifius I've had an issue with. And now, if you've played Skyrim, you'll know who this guy is. He is the Galfar Stormfist, or Stonefist. I didn't like him. I liked killing him a lot more than I liked working alongside him. But 3 parts, the 2 hands and the big axe he has, almost as if he's drawn it. That seems to be the way he walks around. So they've got his pose really well. Oh, there's a bit of. It's just that. Must have been fractured on the arrival, but it's only a bit of sprue. Bit of flash. Once again, fur detailing on the cloak is really crisp as well, so no complaints on him. In fact, he's going to be quite fun. He looks like he's going to be usable for lots of different games, and just as a generic barbarian, or even as probably as a fighter. And now on to the Quartermaster, the last one in the set. Bit of a bent warhammer, easy enough to fix. Hot water will do that. Nice detailing even down to this belt. No real damage on his, the Quartermaster, no real damage on his cloth. If you wanted to, you could apply that yourself. It's not much. I prefer it without much damage. I prefer to get the leather effects in. Nice threatening pose with his hands clenched together as if he's about to punch you. And then just nice, smooth clothing in the back. No real high detail, but detail enough to let you do, maybe practice your leather textures. So, what do you think, folks? Let me know down in the comments if you have any thoughts or suggestions or queries, or if you've picked them up. That's me for today. Signing out. See you again later.